Thank you all for your questions. And the one I'm going to answer today is, how do you notice thought is coming up that you don't need? How do you notice thought coming up that you don't need to give attention to? How do you notice it quickly and let it go? So if this is the first Q&A you're tuning into, I always preface my answer with the fact that we're all dipping into the same well of wisdom. And we want to get beyond our personal thinking, all the ways we've learned to think, and, from our past, our upbringing, our the books we've read, the experiences we've had, and what we've made of them. That's more personal thinking. So pause your video and get really quiet up here, no personal thinking, and see what bubbles up for you. And then come back on and see how closely your response matches what comes out of my deeper wisdom. Okay, so here's what comes up for me. We have a knowing. We know deep inside what thinking is going to lead us down a rabbit hole of more thought and negativity and upset. We know that when we're quiet enough up here, our heart knows which thinking is wise to follow. And the brain is very useful. It's useful to calculate time, like what time we have to set the alarm in order to get to the airport in time for our takeoff. It's useful to decide what we want at the grocery store to make a particular recipe. But it's not useful when we're in a conversation with someone, when we're dealing with our day-to-day, moment-to-moment life and interactions with those around us, or even interactions with our own thinking. What occurs to me is that the relationship we have with our own thinking is the most important relationship we'll ever have. And I always direct people to the work of Sydney Banks on sidbanks.com or on YouTube. And that's how I learned from Sid Banks how to tap into a deeper wisdom that is in the realm of our spiritual nature, our knowing before the formation of our personal thinking. So I hope that was helpful. And thanks again for your questions. Takes a while to stop the recording.